Arman Tsarukyan is stealing the show once again. This weekend at RAF 8, Tsarukyan faced UFC legend Urijah Faber in a grappling match and completely dominated him. In one wild highlight moment, Arman shot in, picked Faber up clean off the mat, and launched him flying straight into the front row of the crowd. The arena erupted as the UFC Hall of Famer crashed into spectators, while Arman continued rolling like it was nothing. Arman went on to pick up a dominant victory, once again reminding everyone why he's considered one of the most dangerous lightweights in the world. After the win, he called out Colby Covington on the mic, and Chaos himself came onto the mat for a heated face-off. The two went back and forth, adding even more fuel to what's quickly becoming one of the most talked about rivalries outside the UFC. Arman's team is actively pushing for a UFC title fight, whether that's a shot at Ilia Topuria's undisputed lightweight belt or a BMF title rematch against Charles Oliveira. Arman is done waiting around. Let's roll the clip of Arman Tsarukyan sending Urijah Faber into outer space.
You see guy over there? Come in. He's one of the best wrestlers from UFC, so I want to prove my wrestling against him and beat him.
Colby, help me out here. I know you had a match with Chris Weidman. What's going on here?
That match can wait. This is real American freestyle. We need an American that's going to beat this guy. He's a spoiled guy. I want to show him out competing for all Americans. Nobody can beat me on this mat, even you.
Hey guys, I'm trying to step in tonight and take on Arman. He dumped me. He turned it down. He wanted to go against 48 Urijah Faber, who's 30 pounds lighter than him.
Is there a date set? Is this match agreed upon?
No, yet, but soon.
This is the match.
Very soon. I just talked to Undertaker, but we're going to get it done. I think mid-30 in Dallas makes sense. Chris Weidman's next after I take care of Arman.
Dana White just stepped in and completely shut down Sean O'Malley's claim that his upcoming fight against Zahabi is for the interim bantamweight title. After Suga stated that Peter Yan's injury had turned his upcoming White House fight against Zahabi into an interim bantamweight title bout, Dana quickly put an end to that narrative. He made it clear that this is not an interim title fight, and even more importantly, the winner will not automatically become the #1 contender. Dana stressed that both fighters are being given a major opportunity on one of the biggest cards of the year. The UFC will watch closely how they perform, the level of dominance, the finish or decision quality, and overall impression before deciding what comes next for either man. After losing the belt to Merab Dvalishvili and then falling short in the rematch, Suga is clearly trying to manufacture a shortcut back to the top. But Dana is making it clear that in today's bantamweight division, nothing is handed out for free. The stakes are still high for both fighters, but the road to another title shot just got a lot longer. Let's roll the clip of White addressing the stakes for Sean O'Malley versus Zahabi.
You know, these guys are, again, put in these positions with great opportunities. Let's see what the fight looks like, and let's see how they perform. And, you know, just to throw out there, whoever wins is going to get, that's not really what happens here. Perform. Let's see how you look, and then we'll make that decision. From here on out, it's all about execution now. I mean, the thing's going to be incredibly successful on the bells and whistles side. And then it's up to the fighters that night. The amount of people that have already reached out to be in the lottery draw for tickets is, you know, insane.
The price tag that we see to put on that event, is that accurate, like 60 million?
Yeah, it's in that ballpark. Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Dana.
Hopefully a little less.
Tension just boiled over inside the famous training lab gym in California. In a new vlog by MMA YouTuber Adam Zubayrev, Khamzat Chimaev was caught on camera confronting his teammate Arman Tsarukyan about his attitude and lack of professionalism. Chimaev didn't hold back, calling out Arman for constantly traveling, making skit videos, and not training with the seriousness of a future champion. This is a rare behind-the-scenes look at the strict Chechen mentality clashing with the more laid-back approach we've seen from Tsarukyan lately. Khamzat, who's known for living and breathing the sport, made it clear he expects more from someone who wants to reach the very top of the lightweight division. This is especially interesting because Chimaev himself had major discipline issues in his early UFC years, missing weight, showing up late to fights, and getting heavily criticized for his lifestyle and inconsistent work ethic. Now, the same fighter who once faced those same accusations is demanding a much higher standard from his teammate. Let's roll the clip of Khamzat Chimaev confronting Arman in the gym.
Who shows up in the garage the most?
Chimaev.
Okay.
Who broke the record, coach? 20 minutes.
Arman.
Yeah, okay, he might have broken the record, but he took 6 weeks of recovery after that. That kid over there is 17 years old and is already a world champion. Arman, that boy is 17 and is already a 2-time world champ. What are you doing with your career?
Brother, those medals mean nothing. They'll stay home and no one will care. Winning a UFC belt, though, that's a different thing. First, you got to win the UFC belt, then go up a weight class and win it there, then do the same in the third weight class. After that, you got to leave the UFC and move to boxing.
Look, bro, in order to do all that, you have to appear in the gym much more often. You're not doing enough to be at that level. This fucking guy, man, you got to do the most you can. This guy is a hamburger champion, not a real champ. You need to be at the gym more. I come to the gym more often than anyone else here.
Sean Strickland just called Khamzat Chimaev's bluff in real time. While Chimaev is training in Newport Beach, Strickland showed up in the same area yesterday and deliberately posted his exact location on Instagram multiple times, basically daring Boris to pull up on him. This comes after Chimaev's recent violent street fight threats, where he said he could unalive Strickland outside the octagon. Sean called him out for not showing up after making such claims. Strickland made it clear he was only minutes away from Chimaev's gym and expected some sort of reaction. This showdown is likely Chimaev's final fight at middleweight. After facing Strickland at UFC 328, the Wolf is expected to join Robert Whittaker, Paulo Costa, and De Ridder in moving up to light heavyweight. With the 205-pound division currently wide open and lacking star power, the undefeated Chechen champion jumping in could instantly electrify the entire title picture. Let's dive into what Strickland had to say.
So you guys, I generally don't post my location or my whereabouts. I don't really drop pins where I'm at. I just don't like to. But I was on Instagram, some stupid shit popped up in my feed about like Chimaev saying he'd try to fight me or kill me in the streets.
In the cage, it is sport and there are rules, but outside of it, it is completely different. In a street fight, I take things very seriously, and if anything were to happen between us in a street fight, he would not come out alive.
I was like 10 minutes from your gym. I was dropping tags and locations all day on my Instagram. Your homies that train with you, follow me, they were seeing my story. You had to know where I was at. 10 minutes from your gym, bro. I was probably right down the street from you. Part of me thought you'd show up. But as we all know with Costa, when he pulled your card, hold me back. But man, I'm like the last dude in America you should threaten. But I guess if you don't show up, you don't show up.
Drop your thoughts on the build-up to this highly anticipated fight in the comments below. It's heating up in a big way. Will we see the tension boil over into an altercation during fight week, or does it stay strictly business until they step into the cage? That's it from MMA Psycho. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for daily MMA news.